Hey everyone, it's me. So this is another quick, I don't want to say quick, but it's an update about my mom, and where she's going and what's going on. So if you remember, I thought I found a closer place for her. Um, again, because of the way she acted one time, places did not want to take her around me, which irritated me. And it's not like she acts like this all the time. This was the first time, only time. Hopefully it's the only time ever, that she will ever act like this. Anyway, so she's been fine, so they decided she didn't need to be in the hospital. I did find, I thought, a closer place to me. And when I say closer, more like 34 minutes away from me. She was about 18 minutes away, and right now she's about maybe 40 some minutes, 50 some minutes away from me. And so this was going to only be 34 minutes away. I think it would have been easy to get to this place. Anyways, I was really excited because they were going to accept her, except for that apparently with nursing homes or like skilled nursing facilities, some of them have reasons, or I don't know how to say it, that if you're on certain medicines that they cannot give it to the patient. She was not on any of those medicines, but there was one that if she would ever need it, like as an emergency reason, that they would not be able to give it to her. So because of that, they decided not to accept her in their facility, which broke my heart. Because that means the only thing that was available for her was Chicago, like down in the city. I am not happy about that because I will not get to see her. So I did talk to her last night because I knew that the facility where she's at probably was not going to talk to her. And she was scared. Today I've talked to her once. She was very scared about getting moved tomorrow. What if she didn't like it? What if, there's a lot of what ifs, So she was not happy about that. They will take her by ambulance. Hopefully she makes it this time without any problems. Once she does get there, I'm going to mail her clothes and stuff, because she's been going with, they have like community clothes, but she doesn't have any of her own clothes. So I have a friend that might take me down to see her once. I doubt my husband will ever take me down to see my mom. And I know everybody's sitting there going, get your license, right? I wish it was that easy. I have a lot of reasons that I don't. Anyways, and it's not just like things that I can go fix because I want to. Anyways, or I would, believe me. Anyways, so, taking Uber is going to be very expensive to see her, so we'll see what comes of. I am planning, and I already talked to the lady at the facility. She told me how I can mail my mom's stuff to her, and we've already talked about my plan is to try to move her closer. Apparently it's easier to move someone from a nursing home to a nursing home than from a hospital to a nursing home. People hear hospital and they're like, nope, not going to take your parent or your loved one. So, she understood, so hopefully, depending on how my mom acts, of course, and if she goes there with really no problems or anything, they can definitely, try to get other facilities to take her that will be closer to me so I can see her. And that is what I'm hoping for. But at the same time, it's kind of, she's sad because she can't see me. I'm sad because I'm not going to get to see her. But honestly, if she doesn't get to see me, then I hope she forgets about me fast. Forgets my name, forgets who I am. Is kind of what I hope. We can talk, we will get to talk on the phone, if she wants to. She will have a phone in her room, thankfully. But she, is really sad and depressed because, again, she's used to being on the go. She's used to moving and grooving, I guess is what they used to say. Anyway, so she's very sad, and I think she's depressed, definitely. I know I'm not doing good, as we all know. I'm trying, I'm working on it. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on, is she's going to supposedly be moved tomorrow. Let's pray and hope that she makes it without causing any problems, and that she likes it and makes some friends, and that if she, I hate to say if she's good, but if she doesn't act up, that I will be able to move her somewhere closer to where I live now, where I can get to her. Otherwise, like I said, I do hope I never thought I would say that I hope my mom forgets me. But in that case, because I know seeing family and friends and loved ones around you can really, help your recovery. And no, we know she's not going to recover fully. And I know that sooner or later she will get worse, but that could be still, it could be this year, it could be next year, it could be 6 years from now or 9. So but if that's what it takes for her to get by, I hope she could forget about me. Anyways, so that is the update, and I'm sure I will update you if she makes it. And like the last place, they were going to try to move her, and that didn't go well, so they did not take her then. We'll see what happens. I know that she's very nervous. She told me yesterday when I spoke to her, she said, since her stroke, she's always been a very strong woman. Oh my gosh. She worked 2 jobs to take care of me. She did, everything she could for me. And I'm doing what I can for her. She doesn't believe that because she's not here with me. She said to me yesterday, she said, I don't know how you're so strong. You're just so strong. I said, I'm not strong at all. She said, well, because she thinks, things have changed. She used to be the strong one. And she kind of had to pick up my slack or help me out. And she said, well, things have changed. And she's scared of everything. And I said, well, that's from your stroke, And I said, I'm not strong. You're just seeing what you get to hear over the phone. I am working for you. Like, I'm doing everything I can for you. Trying to make decisions for you, that are right. And she said, well, I didn't have you. Like, I didn't have you for the state. I think she feels like she had me so she could be with me all her life. I'm not sure. And so I did have to kind of say, well, Mom, we have kids and we have to let them move, get married and have kids and have their own life. And sometimes that means they can't take care of their parents, depending on the situations. And she was like, yeah, that's true. But, a lot of her confusion is that she thinks she's in the school still, and that she thinks her mom lives across the street. Now, it's not really her mom. She calls me mom. She doesn't do it to me. She does it, when she's talking to the nurse, the people at the facility. Every night she's been calling me, telling me that a guy who's in her room, he's not a patient. I don't know who he is, but he seems to sit with her roommate. Anyways, that he told her that they were closing the facility down today. And I don't even know if he's really there, but I think he is. So things like that, she gets confused. But hopefully she'll be in a better mood tonight when I talk to her. But I did want to update you where she's going. And this is really difficult for me because, again, I'm going to have to even mail her clothes. You know how much that's going to cost? I probably should just take the Uber, right? In the first place. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye.